You might suck at chipping. That's a little harsh. You might not get up and down as much as you'd like. And I get it, you probably don't have all the time that the pros do. I mean, no one really does. They do this for a living. They have all sorts of time to chip. But you can improve your chipping with the limited time that you have, whether it's 5 minutes, 25 minutes, or even an hour. We can improve your practice so you're more efficient and those skills you're learning can transfer to the golf course. So first we got to get to the golf course, get all ready, so let's go. I need that head cover though. Well, we made it to the course, and my guess is your practice looks something like this. Yes, this technically is better than just not chipping at all, but if you're trying to develop any feel to transfer to the golf course and just be a little better around the greens, this isn't the way to do it. And like I said before, I'm gonna give you a few different options on how to improve these feels with your practice. So let's start with the short term. Don't have a whole lot of time, say you have 5-10 minutes, so let's go. All right, so first option, this is probably gonna be good for if you just don't ever have any time to get to the range or something. The only time you have to chip is right before you're going to the golf course. So this is what I want you to do if you have like 5 or 10 minutes. I want you to grab 5 to 10 golf balls. I got 8. Ideally, they're gonna be your golf balls, the ball you play, but if you can't do that, use a range ball. And I want you to start, you're gonna go to 2 locations. You're gonna start with a bump and run. Hopefully there's a couple flags you can go for. What I want you to do is make sure you don't hit the same shot more than twice in a row. So you can hit a lower launching shot to this first one, and you can do it one more time until you have to switch. So you either have to switch targets or switch type of shot. So if you were going low, you have to hit the next one higher. Just by switching up the targets and the types of shot you hit, this is gonna help you kind of develop feel a lot better and get out of that repetitive motion of you just hitting the same shot over and over and over again. It's gonna help resemble the course a lot better because on the course, we can't hit the same shot over and over and over and over again. So next you'll move on to a shot that resembles more of a pitch from about 20, 25 yards off the green. And again, same thing. We're gonna hit all 8 balls or 5 to 10 balls, and you can only hit 2 shots in a row that are the same. So if I hit 2 high shots at the first pin, I have to switch pins or change heights. And there's one more key aspect to this. Get a little closer, let me explain. So when you're doing this, you gotta make sure that every shot you hit isn't basically teed up in the grass. You wanna hit some shots on good lies and some shots on bad lies, where it's like sitting down a little bit or a little tighter. I know no one likes to do this because they're scared or they're nervous they're gonna hit a bad shot in front of people on the chipping green. No one cares. I can assure you they're all worried about their game. And you need to do this because if you don't, on the golf course, you're gonna flub them. You're gonna get nervous about these bad lies. So make sure you hit some with good lies and some with bad lies. So there's your 5 to 10 minute option. Let's move on to a little longer version. Now, if you have a little bit more time, here's what I want you to do. So you'll start by doing the same thing. You'll hit some chip shots and then some pitch shots. You'll just hit a few more golf balls from each spot because you have a little bit more time, and you use that more as technique work. And then next, you'll move on to working on the feels. So you'll grab 5 golf balls, and we're just gonna hop around to different spots around the green. Start with some smaller shots, then move back to some longer shots, hit some bunker shots. Just kind of hop all around the green. You get 5 balls each. You can go to the same pin each time. And just bouncing around is gonna help you develop a lot more feel. When I do this, I also like to set some sort of goal just so I'm not just aimlessly chipping. So on the easy ones, I try to make sure that I have 3 out of the 5 balls within a range where I feel like I'm gonna make that next putt every time, so in a 3-foot circle. Then as I get farther away, that number gets a little lower. But I just always have a target score that I'm really pushing for, and if I kind of don't get it inside of that, so this one I didn't hit 3 of those inside 3 feet, then I'll hop around and then eventually come back here and try it again. So there's an option if you have 25 minutes. Just hopping around again is going to help you develop a little more feel. Just hitting the same shot over and over and over again, even if it's 2 different pins, doesn't quite help you get as much feel, but going different spot every 5 shots is just going to really help you develop that feel and make it a lot easier on the course to kind of react to the shot you have at hand. Now, the third option, if you have a lot more time, this is what I want you to do. So you can start off by hitting kind of the regular chips we did for the 5-minute video or 5-minute section, where you go to a couple different spots, hit a bunch of balls from there, kind of go to different pins, but really just focus on trying different shots. You can use this time to really work on the fundamentals of whatever you're working on, kind of chipping or pitching. Just work on the technique side of it. And then I want you to do this game called the Gauntlet, and I got this one from Luke Kwan. You've probably heard of him before. He was on the Korn Ferry Tour, and now he's on Good Good. And if you haven't heard of Good Good, I'm not really sure how you found my channel before theirs. So essentially this game is a 9-hole up and down course. You're gonna hit some chips that are pretty easy, some chips that are pretty hard, and the goal is to hit whatever target score you picked beforehand. So I'm gonna pick 2 over. That's what he picked in his video. But if you're a little bit more of a beginner golfer, you're gonna have a little bit higher target score. But definitely shouldn't exceed, I wanna say 7 over par. No matter how much of a beginner you are, that means you got up and down twice, and the rest of them was on the green and 2-putt. So I'm gonna give it a try, see if I can beat my 2 over, or at least tie it. You know, let's do it. So that's the Gauntlet. I was able to beat my score of 2 over. I ended up 1 over. I didn't get to hit too many really difficult shots. I was trying to be mindful of everyone else there, but broke my goal, or beat my goal. If you do that drill and you don't happen to beat your target score, then you would just do it again, kind of go till you hit that target score. And if you do beat it, then the next time you do it, try and either lower the score or just pick some harder chips, kind of mix a little bit harder chips, a little longer chips in there. That'll make it, just, you know, keep the challenge up. So that's all the options I got for you to improve your practice. Obviously, the more time you put in, the more results you're gonna get if you are practicing correctly. if you're just hitting the same shot for 25 minutes, I think you would get more results doing what I suggested for 5 minutes, the first section. So if you learned anything, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.